We're continuing with our theme of inclusive business models and core business and beginning to look at the enabling environment for inclusive business. But just before we do that, Saba Sabani, who is now the acting program manager amongst many other things at UNDP, the acting program manager for Business Call to Action, has some very important announcements to make. So I'll hand over to Saba. If you just take your seats. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Graham. Well, what I'll do today is we actually are sort of the victim of our own success in some ways. Last year we had 4 commitment announcements. This year we have 24, including 8 in the last 1 month. So the logistics of getting everybody on and out was, I think we tried to figure out all the various means. It was a bit difficult. So what I will do, and we have an opportunity to hear from all the companies on the various panels who will speak more closely about what they're doing. So I will just give a brief sort of overview in terms of what the BCtA progress has been up to now, and what are some of these commitments that we're looking at of those who have been in the room that we'll announce. Of course, we'll bilaterally follow up with these different companies in their markets where we have a much more formal press launch in terms of these commitments. Since the founding of BCtA in 2008, over 55 companies have responded to the call to action to contribute to the advancement of the Millennium Development Goals by committing to improve the quality of life of the world's poor. Collectively, members have established specific time-bound targets to advance the MDGs through business ventures in agricultural development, health and nutrition, financial inclusion, access to energy, education, water and sanitation, housing, and gender equality. Our Assistant Secretary General went through some of the sort of commitment metrics over the lifetime, so I will not reiterate that. I will actually focus more specifically on the portfolio of companies and what those specific commitments have been. 45% of the members are multinationals, including companies like Nokia, Anglo-American, Coca-Cola, who are increasingly finding opportunities in these markets. We have 25% national companies, about 30% SMEs. In terms of today, the commitments we have, Australia's base social enterprise, Barefoot Powered, who joined BCtA, has committed itself to providing high-quality, energy-efficient, affordable LED lamps to an additional 10 million customers located in off-grid communities in Ghana, Senegal, Nigeria, and India by 2015. The company estimates that its product will lessen kerosene consumption by 100 million liters, helping to reduce carbon emission by up to 1 million ton and save up to $600 million in fuel costs. We were lucky to have Jim as a moderator, but actually, besides being a very successful businessman in the Philippines, he has his own inclusive business initiative that he set out, which is Hybrid Social Solution, which provides last-mile solar energy products in the Philippines. He has made a commitment to provide access to energy to 200,000 rural Filipinos, so that develop the knowledge and skills of the household. It has electrified, so they earn a combination of $15 million more per year due to cost savings and increased productivity. And he has committed to work with 200 community-based development-focused partners. Graham and I had a discussion on the side. Graham Baxter from IBF, when he was at BP, if I'm correct, was trying to replicate this model. I think we're excited to see leading businessmen from those countries trying to establish these similar type of ventures. The other one of the largest, the largest bank in Brazil, Itaú Unibanco, we're very lucky to have the CEO here, has committed to offer financial services to Brazil's poor, reaching an additional 100,000 micro entrepreneurs with 350 million in microcredit products by 2016. This is an initiative that also has been financed by IFC and others. Itochu Corporation and Korku, which spoke earlier about their pre-cotton organic program. We're very excited that they were the first Japanese company in the last 2 years that has joined the business call to action. We had early on Sumitomo and Mitsui, but now we have in the last 2 years. And by 2015, the initiative will enable 6,000 small farm holders to improve their profit margin and rid of 30,000 acres of land from harmful agricultural chemical. I still have a few more to go. Jaipur Rugs Company which spoke actually yesterday at Social Enterprise. We have so many CEOs. We have 20 BCtA companies present today, and we had 3 yesterday, almost all at the CEO level, I think, which is a sort of exciting commitment in terms of this initiative and their sort of commitment to some of the goals that we're talking about. By 2015, Jaipur Rug commits to provide 10,000 weavers in northern India with 1 month of training in advanced carpet weaving techniques and quality control. And these weavers contracted through Jaipur Rug earn an average of 300 to 500 more per year than unskilled artisans. Finnish Global Telecommunication Corporation, Nokia, has pledged to empower 1,000 women in Nigeria through the Nokia Life Tool technology by 2013. Novozyme, which spoke earlier, plans to produce 2 million liters of ethanol-based cooking fuel per year by 2014, saving 4,000 hectares of indigenous forests per year and contributing to a shift away from charcoal use. We have here the CEO of Owando Marketing, PLC, is committed to provide 5 million people by 2017 through an extensive net of retail in terms of clean cooking stoves. And finally, in terms of the new commitments today, Unicharm Corporation, which is the second largest sort of childcare and feminine product company in Asia, has committed itself, from Japan, has committed itself to reach 30 million women at the base of the pyramid through affordable feminine napkins and also baby diapers in order to make the daily lives of women. And they are employing 8,000 women in the Middle East and Asia. It's one of those stars in the Japanese market, in addition to Itochu, that I think we're recognizing because they will catalyze others to join them in these. And we have a whole set of others who happen not to be in the room. Delight, Eshel, Grupo Orsa, Honeycare, Microinsure. You can see their commitments. Sabazon. I saw in Costco they were selling this stuff. It's nice to see that the products that the commitment also reach your Costco stand. Solar Now, Sorindon, which is a very interesting franchise, dental care company in Brazil. Tough Stuff, Vortex, Waste Capital Partners, Wizit, and Zuna. Thank you very much. So we applaud the efforts of all these organizations who are pioneers. I think they deserve a clap.